The healing horse. Before you speak, the horse already knows. So, welcome. And I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. And remember a time, maybe in your childhood, maybe just recently, when you stood near a horse. Do not think about riding or training it. Just remember standing by its side. Did something change in you? Did your breathing slow? Did a quiet settle over you that you hadn't expected? Well, that was not your imagination. That was medicine. And today I want to talk to you about the healing horse, an ancient truth, indigenous peoples, shamanic traditions, and now the modern science speak with one voice. A horse is not simply an animal, and in certain individuals or moments, a horse becomes a healer through mysterious gifts of nature. So let's begin by exploring a fundamental question. What is a healing horse? A healing horse is not a breed. It's not a training style. And it is not a certification. It is a calling. And across cultures, so Native Americans of the plains and the Celts with Epona, shamanic Mongolians, they hold the horse in a sacred space. It's not a servant, it's not a tool. The horse is viewed as a bridge between worlds. So the horse is a mirror. It shows you not what you look like, but it shows you what you feel like. A healing horse has answered this calling. It is an intensely sensitive, and these horses operate on more than instinct. They seem wise. They often choose their people. They walk towards those in pain, stand with the grieving, and breathe warm onto the wounds. And as if they know. And the remarkable thing is, in most cases, they do. The Heart Math Institute has studied the heart electromagnetic field for years. And the human's heart field extends several feet from us. And the horse's heart generates a field 5 times larger, measurable across a room. This is staggering, and a healing horse never waits for words. It reads your electromagnetic signature as soon as you enter its space. Your grief, your anxiety, your longing, your fear, your love. It all knows it instantly before you speak. And extraordinary as it sounds, the horse's heart can pull yours in alignment. This phenomenon is called cardiac entrainment. Your heart rhythm synchronizes with the horse's, slowing and steadying. It finds coherence. This is not folklore, this is just biology. And let's having a look at the science so we can consider these unique gifts that the horse offers. So let us speak plainly about the gifts of a healing horse, because these gifts are real and these have been witnessed by therapists and scientists, healers, and extraordinary people who simply stumble upon an extraordinary animal on an extraordinary afternoon. So the gift of mirroring. A healing horse mirrors your interior world with devastating accuracy. So walk upon such a horse carrying rage you have not acknowledged, and the horse will be restless, unsettled, and refuse to come near. Walk up and carrying a grief you have suppressed for years, and the horse may press its great head against your chest and stand there, unmoving, for as long as you need. This mirroring is not trained. It cannot be trained. And it's the horse horse's oldest and most honest gift. This is the truth that so many of us spend our entire lives running from and offers back to us without judgment, without cruelty, with only the most profound and wordless compassion. Trauma lives in the body and not in the mind alone. It's in the tissues and the muscles, the nervous system, and many people carry pain they cannot name, much less speak about. So the presence of a healing horse creates a unique field of safety. The animal's size, its weight and solidity, combined with its gentleness, settles the nervous system. Tears may come, laughter, sometimes trembling, and for the first time in years, the body feels safe enough to release those burdens. Equine assistant therapist reports this phenomenon constantly. A session that might take weeks in a traditional talking therapy can unfold in a single afternoon in the presence of a healing horse. And we live increasingly disconnected from the earth beneath our feet, from our bodies, from the present moment. So anxiety, depression, disassociation, these are in many ways diseases of this connection. And a healing horse is completely present. It does not remember yesterday or worry about tomorrow. It breathes in the present moment. When you are with it, you are drawn almost involuntarily into the same now. This is grounding, ancient, simple, and profoundly healing. And there is the gift of spiritual bridging. In the shamanic tradition worldwide, the horse is seen as a psychopomp, a being that helps travel between ordinary and a non-ordinary world. During the ceremony, a shaman rides the horse, sometimes in a real time and sometimes in a trance, to bridge the gap. This brings guidance, healing, and messages from the ancestors. And whether you believe this or not, something extraordinary happens when a healing horse chooses a person. People report visions, unexpected memories, or sudden clarity about life's direction, and they may feel seen by something ancient and vast. Call it what you will, but the experience is real. So, outlining these gifts, you might wonder how to recognize a healing horse in your own experience. Well, that is probably the most common question that people have. How will I know if I encounter a healing horse? The answer is both simple and mysterious. You will feel it, but let me give some more specific signs that the horse itself will show you. So, a healing horse will walk to you without being called. This is significant because horses, like all prey animals, are cautious by nature. And one that approaches a stranger does so for a reason, especially when you carry grief or illness or emotional weight. The horse will breathe on you, so long, warm breath, touch your face, your hands, your chest. And in horse language, this means trust and intimacy. In the healing tradition, it's an energetic cleansing. The horse exhales what needs to be released from your field. It may lick you. This is one of the most reliable signs, horses processing energy. Whether their own or others lick and chew repeatedly. And a healing horse with a person in pain may lick their hands or arms as if they're drawing something out. And you may see it yawn over and over, and this is a release sign. The horse is processing and discharging energy from your field. A yawning horse is at work. And if you see this, something real is happening. It may make you cry, and sometimes without warning or reason, tears come and the horse won't move away. It stands even closer. And this is a healing. The horse found something in you that needs to come out and makes it safer for that to happen. You will feel different in its presence, lighter, quieter, more yourself. And that feeling is your answer. So let's talk about frequency. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern science. Everything vibrates, every atom, cell, emotion, and thought, and the universe is made of energy in motion. That energy has frequency, and the healing horse operates at an extraordinary frequency among animals. The horse's heart is the largest of any land mammal for its body size, and it beats with the power and the coherence, changing the electromagnetic environment around it. When calm, especially when someone's needing healing, the horse's heart rhythm becomes deeply coherent, smooth, and powerful. This coherent field radiates 5 times as strongly as our heart field, and it affects humans nearby. Your heart syncs with the horses, your brain waves shifts, cortisol drops, oxytocin rises, and real scientists sense frequency heals you, as we know. So the 5 to 8 hertz, the love frequency. Well, it won't surprise you. In this frequency, healing and the sound medicine of the 5 to 8 hertz is called the miracle tone. This frequency is connected to love and DNA repair, transformation, and wholeness. It's one of the ancient solfeggio frequencies used in sacred music and healing across cultures. Energy workers say that the healing horse radiates at this frequency, or nearby the frequencies. Being close to one feels like a warm hug. You might feel your chest resonance or expansion, and these are sensory signs of the 5 to 8 hertz. So horses naturally exist in an alpha and theta brainwave state, and this state states humans enter in a deep meditation or prayer, or just before sleep. In these states, healing is possible. The subconscious opens, and all patterns are released or rewritten. When you are in the presence of a healing horse, your brain, through a phenomenon called entrainment, begins to match this frequency. And you are, without effort, without training, without years of meditation practice, guided into a healing state of consciousness. This is why children often fall asleep on a horse when they close by. This is why veterans with PTSD find their hypervigilance softening, and people with anxiety describe a stillness in the presence of these animals that cannot find anywhere else. The horse is not calming you down. The horse is showing you the calm that was always yours. So, as a closing thought, 60 million years ago, the ancestors of the modern horse walked the earth. They have been beside humanity for 10,000 years of recorded history, carrying our warriors, our medicine, our dreams, our dead. But some horses carrying something else. Something older than the partnership between the horse and the human. A gift from the time before, when boundaries between animal world and the spirit world were not so firmly drawn. The healing horse has not forgotten what it is. It knows its medicine, knows its purpose, and if you are still enough, open enough, willing to be seen, it can find you. So, if whatever have been found by one, this beautiful healing horse, if you ever stood in a field, weeping for no reason you could not explain, while a horse presents its warm face against your chest, then you already know everything I have said today is true. And if you have not yet had that experience, I invite you, gently, earnestly, to go find a horse. Stand near it, be quiet, be open, and wait.